Hello, 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 what ho! Welcome back to another exciting adventure of The Plain Truth. I'm your host, Travis Finley. This is going to be my attempt to not even get close to imitating Skyfree's fantastic video that they put out today, but I appreciated a lot of what they said and what they provided in terms of visuals, so I'm just talking off the top of my head about the Aetherband. And what I want to start out to say is that my claim is that there is an alternative explanation to the alleged observation that ships disappear into the distance, either be they either cargo ships, yachets, rocking out with Christopher Cross on the airwaves, or Crosby, Stills, Nash, or Steely Dan, you know, whatever, man. Whatever's going on out there, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Shout out to Captain Joe Mama, man. The alleged observation that ships, boats, sailboats, oil platforms, lighthouses, islands, buildings in the distance, on the distant topography. Right? I don't even know where I'm going right now. Go back to it. The alleged interpretation of those observations that the obstruction of those items is due to Earth curve. The alternative explanation for that is 100% every single time over aquatic distance. Every single time. It always, only, and ever will be due to the effects of the cause known affectionately as the Aetherband. Everybody drink. Now, there are numerous refraction phenomena. Phenomena. Numerous. Primarily mirage, of which there are three: inferior, superior, and the bizarre Fata Morgana. The infrequent Fata Morgana, although I have captured it. And then after that, those refraction phenomena that are not and do not include an inferior mirage, although I have one, right? I have one. So it's not a uniform, unilateral, one-to-one, baby. It's just not. So you have the mirage refractions. You also have the refractions without a mirage, which would include looming, stooping, towering, and sinking. Alright, so my proffered alternative is I can provide images for you and ask you what you think is causing the limit of the water. Why does the water appear to end? What are you gonna say? You better be careful. Oh yeah, of course that's... No. Because those knee-jerk reactions are easily disproved by multiple observations of the same location under different conditions. Okay? But the question remains, what is creating this apparent horizon? So there are certain observations where there is a terrestrial horizon farther away and higher up. Okay, we're not talking about that, although those are interesting dynamics of refraction up there as well. What we're talking about is when we look out over the water, or if you're out here in Maryland, over the water. You're looking out over the water, and you see the water end, but you can see past the water. You can see a sailboat that you can't see the hull. Where the hull did the hull go? Where'd it go? So, in a nutshell, and I'm not going to break out the maths. I'm not, because it's completely irrelevant. Completely irrelevant, because my analyses is not dependent upon those variables. I'm not asking the question about what creates the mirage. I'm observing what the mirage does to my observation. And the only thing that I have to offer to that is my location with my elevation. I can change those two factors. I can get closer to the observation, I can move farther away, I can move higher up, or I can lower my viewer's perspective down to the shoreline, down to the ground, which I've done as well. Right? So, where am I going? Oh yeah. So the one thing that I realized early on, and again, Skyfree, shout out to Skyfree. The one thing that they did a very good job of is talking about the macro and the micro. Okay, so this is what I understood early on. I understood early on that if these observations that I was making demonstrated that the only possibility for obstruction was refraction, then if you simply extend that observation to 10 to 20 miles away and you still have the same refraction in the observation, then that's your curve. Your curve is refraction at every distance where you have horizon. I'm not talking about looking out 10 feet in front. Oh, I see the water, Travis. No, I'm talking about where you see the apparent horizon. Okay, the horizon over aquatic distance is always 100% due to the cause, which is the Aetherband, which is simply a reference to the medium through which you are looking and the particular field of view that you are taking when you make your observation. Okay, it's very simple. I've said this over and over again. This should not be difficult, people. It really shouldn't. So, what we see on the micro level, and this is what, I'm going to shout them out. Skyfree is kicking Smurf, right? What we understand happening at a short distance where there is no possibility of Earth curve to be the obstruction, we see those same obstructions 20 miles away. So guess what that means? They're following the same rules, following the same parameters. You're just looking farther over the distance. Okay? So what we're understanding again is that the alternative explanation for the observation and alleged interpretation that this ship is being blocked by physical curvature is easily countered by massive volumes of photographs and video of refractive distortions, refraction phenomena as the only cause. Alright, this was done off the top of my head. It's getting close to 9 minutes. I wanted to try to keep it as short as possible. I'm going to try to put some stuff in here to highlight that idea along the way. I'm going to stop interacting with trolls on my channel. If you want to interact with me, if you want to offer up suggestions, then please, by all means, use my email that is going to be in the description box. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. I am trying to do this the best that I can. I will not always be as clear as I'd like to be or as you'd like me to be, but I'm here to learn, and I'm here to challenge. I'm here to challenge. And I believe that my observations and those observations of others that have similar characteristics are the basis to challenge the mainstream narrative. Okay? Everything that we think we know about refraction in this discussion, I'm not talking about making eyeglasses. I'm talking about observations over distance, both aquatic and terrestrial. So thanks so much for listening. This has been Travis Finley with The Plain Truth. Until next time.